Hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing today. We've got a collective reading for you. So this is going to be for both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Please remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. If you're new, just stopping by the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you're able to grab some messages out of the reading. And if you're a returning sub, welcome back. Thank you so much for all the support. Truly means a lot, and I hope you're also able to grab some messages out of this reading. So we're going to hop right into it. We're going to start with some archetypes and just see overall the feel. What do people really admire about you? This is our thing today, so it's going to be a beautiful quick reading, and let's hop into it. Wow, beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful energy to be in, collective. Guide, rescuer, teacher, and poet. So we're going to start with these qualities and just go over that. That's really beautiful energy to be in. So a lot of people view you as a guide. Someone who's really able to lead others with your voice, with your strength, and also with what you've been through. For some of you, you could be very knowledgeable in certain topics, whether that be experiences with life, relationships. For others of you, it could be healthy eating, healthy living, and for others of you, you could be some sort of mentor or guider. And people really love that about you. They find that such an interesting quality that you retain so much knowledge. With the rescuer card, people that are very close to you, like your family, friends, relationships, co-workers even, they find you to be someone that they can count on in times of need. People really appreciate that about you. It's like, say at work, if someone calls in sick, you're the person they know that they can call in times of trouble, or if you need someone to come in early. And same with your family. Say something happens and your family needs someone to be there. I really feel like you're the person that's always the one that they can call when it comes to things like this. So this is something that people really admire about you. They find you to be someone who is constantly giving. So really beautiful energy to be in. Now we've got the teacher card. So you resonate with this one here. The light attribute says ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So that definitely resonates a bit with the guide card here as well. It's like whatever you are very knowledgeable in, it's going to be different for each of you because this is a collective reading. But overall, you retain some sort of knowledge, spiritual wisdom. This could be even to do with a specific career or a passion. And others are really inspired by your ability to lead and teach. Poet there. So some of you could be very good with your words. You could be writers. You could write poetry in specific, or even short stories. It says expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So people love the way that you talk, the way that you have this ability to express a romantic side to life. It's like not everything has to be all serious this way or that way, right? You could be someone who actually loves to really open up and explain the deeper depths behind people's emotions, feelings, different situations, and people view you as a poet for doing so. So really beautiful energy to be in off the hop. These are just a few of the archetypes. So we're going to next get an oracle card, see what else people love about you, and we're going to do some tarot as well. Wanted to do a positive reading today. Keep it nice and light, and welcome to another week. Hopefully this week is wonderful for you all. So the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Absolutely. So if you find you're someone who's very in tune with your spirit team, with divine, you often pray and are very spiritual, others really admire that fact about you. It's like you could turn even a non-believer into someone who truly believes that leading with the light is the way to be. Wow. So with trust the timing here, trust the wave you came in on, time is not running out. People love that about you. You always remind people that life is not a rush. It is something that needs to be enjoyed and appreciated. And of course you show people though that it is all about timing. it doesn't come down to just sitting back and waiting for life to happen. You need to go out there and get it sometimes, right? To make life really yours. And this is a quality that people find absolutely sick about you. They love that. Okay, so let's get some tarot and see what's going on. Welcome everyone just joining in. So I just saw the Justice card, so people find you to be a very balanced person, very fair and giving when it comes to others. The Hermit, you could be a Virgo, and if not, you are someone who has a very balanced work and home life. You have this ability to balance between giving to family, commitments, friends, yourself, and responsibilities at home, but at the same time, you're someone who's really focused on going out and achieving some sort of success for yourself. You are someone as well who could be very introverted at times, not meaning always, but for sometimes for sure. You like to get away from the world and retreat on your own. People admire this quality about you. I feel like people around you could be the type that are the opposite, constantly needing people around them to keep them inspired or uplifted, and others admire your quality to be able to stand on your own at times. With the Two of Wands there, individuals find you to be very passionate about life. It's like no matter what you're doing in life, say you're talking to a stranger on the street, or you're at the grocery store, or you're working on a new job, or you're working on a passion project, whatever you're doing, you really put your all into this, and people really admire that about you. They find it to be a beautiful quality that you have. For some of you as well, you could be knowledgeable when it comes to world cultures. You could be someone who's traveled or has plans to travel in the world. You could possibly speak other languages too. I'm hearing 2 or more languages. People really admire that quality about you. For some of you, I'm hearing French or Spanish. So you could speak English, French, and Spanish maybe for some of you that are tuned in. People really admire that and find it to be a attractive quality for sure. Regardless of what languages you speak though, if you do speak multi-languages, it's something that like partners of yours, people that are interested in you, they find that to be one of your most admirable qualities. So wow, for some of you, you literally started with like nothing and you made yourself into someone you can be proud of, successful on your way to achieving more. People really admire that about you as well. A lot of people notice that no matter what you're passionate about, you put the hard work and the dedication into it, and you always end up receiving some sort of sunshine at the end of the hard work. But see, I feel like people just notice the end results for whoever is tuning in and resonating with this. They might not notice all the work in between sometimes, especially if you are hermit mode, right? Because when you're in solitude and you're working all on your own, people don't see all that. Wow, but they do know that you're a very passionate person. So for some of you, because you go in hermit mode a lot, people could find you to be very mysterious. They don't know not much about you. No one ever knows your next move, what your next plan is in life, and a lot of people find that to be very interesting about you, intriguing. And then it's like for people close to you, they find it to be frustrating because they can never get the download as to where you're going, you know, the heads up. Wow, look at that. You like to keep it elusive. I feel like for some of you, it's because of past betrayals. You could be this way, but people find you to be someone very giving to others. 5 of Cups there. People see you as having options when it comes to love and your career. They see you're really headed somewhere. For a lot of you, people think that you're going to do some sort of world travel, leave where you live, move to a different country, city. Let's get a few more cards here. With the Sun, though, people see you as an overall very outgoing, energetic, bubbly, giving person. So great quality to have, collective. They see you as someone who is constantly trying to, shed some like happiness on others, whether it be in a big way or a little way. You could be someone who just likes to make others laugh, right? Little jokes, stuff like this. You could be someone who always gives to others too. Say, you know, for example, you're someone sweet in your family, your little old grandma or grandpa, they love a specific candy, so every time you see them, you bring a bag or something like that. You're that type of person. You're constantly giving more than you're receiving, but people really admire you for that quality. Just make sure, collective, that you give yourself that same love back, definitely. With the 5 of Cups, it's like love interests are intimidated by you. They don't understand if you are ever interested in them back or if you have many suitors. It's like you're a mystery to people. So if you're someone single but you're looking for someone new in your life, for some of you, this is like a reality check. You give off this kind of vibe that you're not interested, even if you are. Definitely. So we got the 7 of Swords at the bottom when I went to split the deck. So it's like some of you actually give off a very independent vibe. So people notice this quality about you. Wow, I just shuffled and it was there again. People notice this quality about you. They find you to be very much so determined. Determination and drive could be 2 of your main factors in life and, you know, being successful. And I feel like people really notice that, but they can't distinguish whether or not there's like a fine balance between, do you want to be in a relationship with certain new people that come in, or are you looking just to continue your solo journey? So this is a way that people do view you at this moment in time, but they also admire you for that quality. The fact that you're able to stand on your own 2 feet, not needing a partner to make you feel happy or confident, that you can do it all on your own. I feel like suitors really appreciate that quality about you. So absolutely beautiful to be in. Now as well, with the Queen of Coins in reverse, a lot of people feel like you're well off. A lot of people think you're well off. Now, whether this is true or not, some people feel like they don't measure up when it comes to love partners. They really admire the fact that you are very independent earning, and some feel like they don't know if they can match that, if they could give you what you're looking for in a partner. What others really admire about you is the fact that no matter what you're going through in life, with this Rescuer card here, you're always the person that they can call. Anytime that they're in trouble or going through something or just need someone to listen to, you are that person for many people in your life. It could even be longtime friends. Definitely feel like all your past relationships or current relationships. And when it comes to family, you have a specific family member. It's either a brother or a sister. They always know that they can call you in times of need. And this person really admires that quality about you. People know that you give more than they give to you because people see you as a light worker, whether you realize this or not. People see the light qualities that you have. You could be a Leo, a Virgo. We had Queen of Cups energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we've got a few more cards to pull here to get specific messages. Welcome everyone just joining in. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and hit that like button. And thank you so much for tuning in. Wow, the Hermit again after a shuffle, as if. So yeah, some of you right now, people really admire the fact that you're able to be a homebody, but also hardworking at the same time. You're really focused. People think that about you. You could be definitely a Virgo. Wow, so we've got the Chariot. So you're a fast thinker. It's like when it comes to things happening, situations, needing to make a change, needing to move out of stuck situations, boom, there you go. People really admire that quality about you. The fact that you're able to think fast when it comes to turning a situation around. Say, for example, someone leaves you in a crappy situation. They were supposed to help you out in some sort of way. They bailed. They never were there. You always find another way. Spirit always guides you to find another way. And don't think that people don't notice. Sometimes people try to test you just to see how you're going to end up, and they notice that you always end up with that cup still in your hand. In your life, a lot of people admire the fact that you've been through some very difficult times, times that have tried you, times that have taken from you, people, love situations, and definitely family members. And no matter who has tried and tested you, you have always turned it back around. But in your life, a lot of people see that in a way, people you've surrounded yourself with, whether it was lovers, friends, or family, have always tried to set you up to fail. And you've always managed to come out of it. Always. Look at that. 8 of Cups. You could have dealt with multiple people that put you in third parties. People know this about you, and they admire your quality to literally drop someone. It's like a drop a dude, drop a girl, if they literally are putting you in a third party, making you a second option. People admire the heck out of that, out of you. The fact that you can just say, okay, next, and move on to the next one. Now, for a lot of you watching, though, that's not your MO, but you treat others how you want to be treated, and people really admire this quality about you. And it's like where other people would stay and stick around for a bunch of crap and be treated like garbage, you just head out. You know when it's time to leave a situation, and people really admire that about you. Even if it's someone you really care and love, if they're not treating you in a balanced, fair manner, justice in reverse, you dip out. For some of you, you could have been dealing with a Libra, or you could be a Libra. Specifically, too, could be a Libra that admires these qualities about you. Throughout your life, though, you've been put in stuck situations. For example, just feeling like everyone was trying to hold you back in life. And what people admire is that you could basically write a book out of that shit, is what I'm hearing. You've done so much and overcame it, and people are surprised. For some of you, they admire the fact that you keep a lot of what you went through to yourself as well. You're not someone who goes around and puts it on blast. So-and-so did this, and so-and-so did this. It's like you literally are able to take an L, take a loss, and then turn it into some gold. You walk away and you transmute that pain. And people really see that, whereas others would just like either stay in a hangman position or refuse to make the change in their life. What others admire about you is you have no problem walking away from situations that no longer serve you. With that Chariot card sitting there. This is really beautiful energy, you guys. Feel like collective right now, some strong energy, some strong warriors. I'm surprised we haven't gotten the warrior archetype yet, but definitely this is how people see you. Wow. So with the Knight of Wands in reverse, people know that you dealt with a particular past love interest that didn't treat you fairly. This person took more than they gave. And what others admire about you is, for some of you, you walked away from a separation, a marriage, a really messed up situation. And you were able to walk away from this person, even though this person could have tried to put you in many stuck positions. People admire that. Wow, look at that. Judgment. Fact that you could just like walk away and claim your peace. People admire that you are able to stand up against others too, trying to put you in some sort of position. Wow. People admire the fact that you are able to literally go cold on someone when needed. It's not that you want to, collective, but when you need to go ghost and shut down your never-ending giving heart when someone shows you who they are, and you need to turn that energy around real quick. People love that quality about you because a lot of people find that they're more like pushovers. They're not able to do that. And so this is something you actually inspire others when it comes to this lifetime. Being able to shut down emotions and just say, okay, no, this is no longer serving you, then to walk away and to be able to turn them back on when you meet someone, whether it's a friendship, you know, family member, or even a love interest, or even just someone, people that treat you with respect, that you have that ability to be kind to others. And even for some of you, be kind to others that treat you with disrespect. People really admire that quality about you. It's like if someone's cold to you, Unless you decide, you know, they've really given you a reason for you to be cold towards them. If someone's cold towards you, you're usually kind back to them, and others really notice that about you. Like, say, for example, you could add someone in the past or currently just kind of gets under your skin, gets under your nerves. Maybe you work with them. Could be someone who constantly could talk about you or little stuff like that. You're just kind to them. And it's like other people are like, wow, that's a really admirable quality to have. An ability to bite your tongue, I guess I would say, for the collective. You really have this ability to let things go. And people admire that about you a lot. At the beginning, though, we were picking up this beautiful energy that people find you to be very much so informed on a particular subject, whether that's a passion, a career that you do, or for some of you, it could even just be to do with relationships, romance novels. You could have a collection, a hobby, whatever it is you do, though, people are really fascinated by it. For some of you, you could be antique collectors and be very knowledgeable when it comes to knowing different prices of antiques, stuff like this. Someone might love Antique Roadshow. Okay. So people really admire the fact that if you don't get treated from the get-go in a relationship how you deserve, you have absolutely no problem just walking away from those energies. For some of you, you could have specifically had to walk away in the past from a water or an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And people really admire the fact that you did it gracefully when this other person could have tried to cause you some conflict. People admire these qualities about you being able to just like stand on your own 2 feet. For a lot of you with this poet card as well, they find you to be someone very romantic and attractive. There's something that you do, the way you speak, the way you write, the way you present yourself. It's your body language, even your energy and your aura that you give off. Whoever you're attracted to, whether it be the opposite sex, the same sex, whatever floats your boat, others really admire that quality about you. The fact that you stand in some very alluring, magnetic energy. So, really beautiful way to be collective. There you go, hypnotizing people and shit. Thank you so much, everyone tuned in. Hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. I can't wait. I don't know if anyone tunes in, but pretty sure tonight's the Bachelor season finale. So, if we got any Bachelor Nation fans in the house. I mean, come on, one of you has to like The Bachelor. We're all watching tarot videos, right? You're watching my collective tarot readings. All right, so let's see what we got here. 5 of Wands, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower. So look at that. First all, okay, wow. Do you see these two sitting in the corner? The 9 of Cups and the Star. People admire the most about you the fact that you're a dream chaser. You're a dream go-getter. It doesn't matter what's the obstacle in your way, how big, how small. You believe in yourself and you have the utmost confidence in yourself and where you're headed on your journey. And people really find that inspiring. You may inspire so many people without realizing, just by deciding to follow your dreams. For some of you, you could be a fire sign. We've got Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, lots of pentacle energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Judgment, Pisces. Then we got the Tower, Scorpio, more earth energy. Really beautiful energy to be in though. Wow, 7 of Pentacles. So people notice that you're someone who really has an ability to grow something out of particularly nothing. You make the best out of the resources you have. And so, for example, you could be someone who is very, like, handy at home and able to fix things. It's like, you know when certain stuff breaks, you're that person that's like, oh no, nothing some duct tape or some, like, super glue won't fix, right? Like, you always got the solution. People really admire that about you, especially if you're feminine. Because it's like, no offense to the masculines, this is collective. But if you're a masculine, I guess this is a stereotype, but usually it's like people assume that you just know how to fix stuff, right? But then here comes the feminine, and the feminine's like, oh, no, let me fix this. People are really impressed by that quality about you if you're a feminine tuned in. Just your ability to think quickly, handle decisions, and also be able to like be your own Mrs. Fix-It. So say something's broken at home, or say you need to go out and get a specific part, or you need to paint something by your house, or say you need to fix something on your car. It's like, for a lot of you tuned in, you have this ability already, this knowledge to know how to do those things on your own. And people really find that attractive about you. That they're like, oh, wow, with the page of swords in reverse. It's like people could find, too, that they don't know certain things, but they could ask you and you'd probably have the answer for it. Especially when it comes down to spirituality, or when it comes down to the home. We had the Hermit come out twice before, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you being someone who really has it balanced and all together at home. You could be someone who's very organized as well. People love that about you. They go to your house, it's super clean. It always smells good. It looks nice. You take care of your house, yourself, and even like your yard. You're someone who likes to take care of making sure everything looks upkept. People really admire that quality, your ability to stay organized. It's like you could have tower moments going on in your life, things changing, shifting really quick. And meanwhile, your house looks spotless though. People, that's something they find about you. Say a family member randomly has to quick stop by, or someone you're with, or a friend. They always notice that your house is clean, put together. You're someone who really takes care of your home. Lot of Pentacle energy. Look at that. So people know in the past, somehow, some way, you had your growth blocked. People tried to stop you. Whichever it was, you overcame that, and you showed others to keep always going and growing and glowing. And literally, people are so in awe about that about you. With this Eight of Pentacles being there beside it, I feel like people could have tried to throw off your home and work balance, and ultimately all they did was leave themselves in some sort of realization that you are someone very balanced. Queen of Cups in reverse. People admire the fact that you can be emotional, but also you know how to hold your emotions back when needed. It's like if someone isn't reciprocating feelings, or they're giving you fake love, you have the ability to hold back that real love that you want to show that person in order to give them the energy they're giving you. Could have taken you many years to learn this quality after over-giving for a long time for a lot of you. But the vibes I'm getting off this is now you know that balance. When someone's mistreating you, you're like, okay, nope, you can take your emotions back. And people really admire that about you. They definitely don't say that, I'm sure, to you, but they admire that about you. And you, if you have a few honest people in your life that really say that, those are keepers. Because the people that won't tell you that, but they think it, they're more low vibrational, right? So Eight of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles, people find you to be a boss. You could have your own business, or you could be someone just very hardworking, very dedicated to your career, being successful. And that comes first and foremost with the Eight of Swords being in reverse. At least that's how other people see you and admire you. They find you to be very hardworking and very dedicated to your craft, your business, your career, whatever it is specifically for you collective you're working on. With the Five of Wands, growing up as well, people always found you to be someone very popular, very much liked by others. People were always trying to chase after your light. And for a lot of you, you could have grown up realizing that others really admired the qualities that you carry in your personality, the way that you have this ability to make people laugh, the way that you're very bubbly and lighthearted and kind. People were always trying to kind of drain you of that energy, and that's something people admire about you, but at the same time to be aware of, right? Especially, it looks like in particular, you could be someone, if you're not any of these signs, these are the signs you vibe with the most. So, because we've only really got the 3 signs on the board. We've got major fire energy, water, and earth energy. There's a little bit of air, but those three main signs, you could be any of those, and one of those groups is your opposite. Like, those people are good for you to vibe with. So for example, if you are a water sign, you'd mesh well with fire signs. And if you're an earth sign, you would mesh well with either water or fire. And same with fire. So Queen of Swords there. People admire your ability to figure anything out. You're not someone as well who acts that way, or if you need help, you are more than willing to open up to others. But like, what I mean by that is you're not someone who goes to others and dumps your problems on them. You're someone who's really able to handle everything on their own. And even if you're not, spirit makes you feel that way or gives you that strength. You're not someone who runs to others for every little thing that happened in your life. And people really admire that about you. They find it very mysterious because, say, you could think you have told someone something, and then a year later they're like, oh, you never told me that. And you're like, oh yeah, but you're meanwhile like 3 steps past whatever that was, right? So some people could think sometimes you're a little too elusive. You don't share enough of your personal life with those that you care about. But of course, if you are this way, people admire it because they know it's for a reason. And wow, the dryer just went off, so confirmation for someone there. People know why you are that way. Absolutely beautiful energy to be in. Thank you so much, everyone tuning in. If this is resonating, go ahead and hit the like button. And we're going to get a few more qualities to what people admire about you. This is a collective reading, though. We'll definitely do this again, possibly, if people enjoyed it. Wow, so people really admire your ability to go out and have a good time. You're someone that could be in any social situation and you just stand out. You're able to like mingle with others, to get along with others, and you're the life of the party. For some of you, you could definitely be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but otherwise it just shows you're really outgoing and you're able to really connect with others. So it's really beautiful. Now, with the King of Wands in reverse, you have this, like, passionate, also, ability just to cut people out, no problem, and just keep going. And people really admire this quality about you. People find you to be, like, what's that Usher song, Lovers and Friends? You're someone super passionate, but you're also someone chill that they can be friends with at the same time. But they love that you have this ability, regardless if you're feminine or masculine watching. This is collective. But they find you've got this ability to literally just, like, turn up the heat when need be. And, like, definitely you have this ability to turn on whoever you're with. Just, like, even with a look, you could give them that little wink. Possibly something you say or the way you say it even. People just, like, really admire that about you. People admire the fact that you are sexy and confident, but without being cocky about it. You aren't someone who's all up in others' faces trying to, like, prove who you are and stuff, but you just carry that confidence with you, and it's not too much. People really like that about you. Ooh. So for a lot of you, random quality to have, this is either going to go one of two ways. But for a lot of you, people love the fact that you're not in a marriage yet. So this is only going to resonate for about half of you, but a lot of suitors and stuff love the fact that you're not someone who already has kids, who already has a previous divorce, a marriage, or anything like this. You are familyless, ready to go into a new connection with whoever you're with and build a family with them. And suitors who are interested in you really admire that quality about you. No judgments, of course, ladies or men. If you do have families or kids, this was just the specific message there. And for others of you, I could see this going another way. If you do have kids, what I was going to say before was, with this, it could really just indicate the fact that you have a balanced life when it comes to your kids and family. You don't have a bunch of fights and drama, and people that are interested in you admire your ability to hold it down and keep it peaceful. Keep the peace between the family, especially if you were previously married. You're able to co-parent with that partner without stepping on each other's toes or stepping on any new person's toes. People admire that about you. 10 of Pentacles, people see you as a person who is driven to be successful and determined to be successful. 3 of Cups in reverse, people know that you're loyal. They know that if they date you, there's no third party bullshit. People really like that about you. People really like the fact that you are someone who balances out situations that aren't balanced without even trying. Spirit gives you those downloads, those intuitions as to what to do next in order to really balance out a situation. And people find that irresistible about you. You could also be a Sagittarius. 6 of Wands, you've got this ability to public speak, to get up there in front of a crowd. Maybe you dance, sing, speak, act, whatever it is that you do. People really admire it about you. They find it to be incredibly exciting and informative. It's like with the teacher here in the guide, definitely a lot of you do some sort of, you could be a light worker watching, and for others of you, you could be someone who wants to be a light worker, who wants to study more, and for others of you, you could definitely sing or something where you're using a microphone to literally put your voice out there. People find you very alluring. You could actually even be someone with a platform. You could have a TikTok. You could do maybe little remixes on the TikTok or something like this where you put yourself out there. You could have a channel on YouTube creating any type of content. Magician, wow. People think you are able to manifest your life. That's really beautiful. The Magician. People see you as someone who literally has the ability to change your life around, and they really admire that quality about you. So like we were saying in the beginning, if you're just tuning in, it's like for some of you, you could have been someone who came from not much, or you came from a very rough childhood growing up, and then boom, you switched around your whole life. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. So the Magician there, it really just signifies that people will see you as someone who has that ability to change any outcome, any scenario, and of course in a positive way. We're only channeling this positive on this. If y'all of the other side, you can click off the channel now. Thank you. Bye. And to the rest of you, love the collective. Stay tuned in. We'll tell you some more beautiful qualities about yourself. So we'll get a few more messages. What are people loving about you? Also, I thought specifically, if this will resonate a bit more for you, I had done a reading a couple weeks ago now, but it was a pick a card for your best career path. I was instructed by Spirit to make like 20 different careers, and I haven't used it since then, so I thought maybe we could pull those message cards and either a career of yours could come up or something you've been thinking about doing. Boom, there you go. There's a confirmation for you, loves. So we're going to do this, see what comes up, and then we'll get some more tarot as well. Really glad this is resonating for everyone tuning in. Hope we can just start the week on a positive note, right? Some positive vibes. Keep it going. Wow, some of you are a business owner or you want to be. There you go. There's your calling from Spirit. Step into it. And for others of you, you just started a business. You're not sure how it's going to go. Boom. They're telling you this is your life path or your life purpose to at least have done this at some point in your life, right? The thing people got to remember too, you have a specific life purpose and life path, but that's up to divine, because sometimes you could have two in your life, totally switch up. Of course, you're always going to have a main thing, but think about all those other little steps, those jobs and stuff that got you to that main life purpose, right? So any of these could be significant for you. Chef, you could be a chef, or you could be dreaming of having your own restaurant or being a 5-star chef. There you go. For some of you, you're going to be very successful at it. Wow, some of you, Spirit just said you're an amazing cook, and people really admire that about you. So People be telling people that you're a chef whether you know this or not. So that's really cool. You could be someone who cooks for others, has family, friends over, stuff like that, for little get-togethers, dinners, potlucks, bring your own thing. Next, we've got nurse. So you could be a nurse or wanting to be one. If you're thinking about wanting to go back to school, there you go. And look at this. Definitely someone's in the restaurant industry for sure. Restaurant owner and chef back to back. So some of you could even be graduating from being a chef to being an actual owner of a restaurant at some point in your life. If that is your story, people really admire that quality about you. The fact that you literally started even maybe a dish job and then boom, you worked your way up and now you own that place. Congratulations if it's your story. And if it's not, Spirit's saying that is possible for you. You just really got to believe in that, you know, and put that energy out there. Start manifesting that. And of course, start working towards it. But the biggest thing too is you got to believe that you can get there. Because if you have the slightest belief that you can't, that's what stops you. That little bit of energy out in the universe. That's what at least slows the progression down, right? It makes things a little stagnant. So if anything, manifest this energy. If you want any of these jobs, I'll do a couple more and then we're going to get some more tarot. There's only a few, so it's hard to shuffle here. Okay, a bunch just popped out. Wow, I feel like this is a beautiful message for someone. You could be a model. If you aren't already, you should be a model. Writer, look at that. So we had poet and now we have writer. Some of you are definitely meant to write some sort of book, screenplay, even poetry. Light worker, beautiful. So look at this. Some of you tuned in either now or on a later day. Definitely could be light workers. People love this about you. Public speaker. There you go. Definitely got that vibe earlier with the Six of Wands coming out. Someone's meant to be recognized in the front. Wow. And just one last one because it went in the box. And look it. For some of you, musician. There you go. So any of those could be significant to you. And it's like, if not, this is what people recognize you as. This is what people see could be a good job for you. Any of these things, whether you see it and believe it or not, definitely. So we're going to get some more messages, but really beautiful to see. And with this, trust the timing. Trust that overnight, you know, next week, your whole life could switch up and you could be listening to this reading saying, nah, but then all of a sudden Spirit's like, yeah. And all of a sudden next week, you could have an amazing opportunity. Start modeling for a specific company, right? Life takes us in beautiful directions, and whoever's tuned in, just trust that. Just know, trust the timing. So let's get a few more messages as to how other people see you. But yeah, people see you as being one of these things very successfully, whether you realize this or not. So you could already be a light worker. You could already be a nurse, public speaker. We got podcast even, right? You could even do your own podcast. You could do a motivational speaker. You could have a group podcast. You could have a YouTube channel. You could be a writer. Maybe you ghostwrite. Model there. You could actually be a hand model and no one knows. You never know, right? Business owner, chef, restaurant owner. But for others of you, you actually want to be like in the fashion industry. Really beautiful. Definitely a sign for someone out there to put yourself out there and to do that portfolio. Maybe you've taken a few pictures and you're like, I don't know. Well, this reading is about what is it that people admire about you, right? And see in you. So for some of you, people already see you as a model. And you just got to shift your mindset into getting into that mindset. And for others of you, it's that of a business owner, or maybe you play guitar and you make little music at home, little songs and covers, but you don't take it seriously. But then meanwhile, people in your immediate circle, they admire this quality about you. They find you to be a musician. So I really hope this reading could resonate for, we're going to do a few more messages, but just to show you that maybe some of the qualities you don't even notice necessarily in yourself that others do. Spirit's really making me bring them up, eh? So activated earth, power places, ley lines, and just trust where you're being led. Absolutely. People admire that quality about you too. Definitely, if you just tuned in now, we had a few messages earlier signifying that with the chariot there, and we had something else beside it. I can't remember off the top of my head. But with the chariot there, just really signifying if someone doesn't treat you how you deserve, oh, it's justice in reverse. You have this ability to just like dip. And not like you want to, but you have this ability to choose you. And people really admire that quality about you. So with the activated earth, that just really backs that up, saying trust where you're being led, right? And if you're being led away from people, there you go. So let's see a few more messages. Go ahead and drop a comment in the chat if this is resonating for you guys. Thank you so much, everyone tuned in. Okay, so we had a couple stay. Wow. Someone's definitely a Virgo. The Hermit has come out 3 times in this reading. And look at that, justice in reverse. You're the person who brings karma for some of you. Not intentionally, but like divine uses you as an example. If people mistreat you, the scales always get balanced out with you. And people admire that quality in you. People admire your quality and ability to transform. Say someone leaves you basically out in the cold and expects you to do terribly. You can totally transform your whole situation there with the rebirth card into a better outcome for yourself. Now with the 4 of coins beside it, it really just signifies the fact that you could have struggled recently, but you're coming out of that energy, and it's because of your perseverance. People really admire the fact that for some of you, you're really good with your hands. You could be someone who's good at sewing. Cooking definitely came up. For others of you, maybe you make music. You could be a nail tech. You could be a hairdresser. You could even be more specific to do with like a trade for some of you. People really admire the fact that you are so skilled with your hands though. You could be an air sign as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And maybe for some of you, maybe I got some gamers in the house. Maybe you like to play video games. People notice that about you, that you're good with that. And others of you, you're just really good at doing something with your hands. So we'll leave that to the imagination. Maybe partners think you're good. There you go. Your past lovers would say you're good with your hands. There you go. But no one wants to put out that energy? I guess you're all terrible with your hands. Alright, let's see what else we got. Maybe you're good at playing cards as well. You're a good shuffler. You could be someone who's really good. Wow. The Emperor in reverse. So people admire the fact that you are able to cut people off when need be. Literally go ghost. Say, see ya, the F later, alligator. You could also be an Aries or a Taurus, but you just go ghost on them. Like totally silent, no words, and you're focused on you. Kind of cold at times. People admire it. People find it admirable as fuck. Somehow. Wow, the star. Look at that. You're a star. You're literally a star. Everyone knows it. People are just waiting for you to realize it. So for someone, you need to hear that. People think you are about to shine real bright if you aren't already. There's something you do. You should be recognized. You should be out there. Like, you should be known not only in your city, but across all the cities. For whatever it is that you do. It could even just be the way you treat others. You're so amazing of a human being. Maybe you invented something. For others of you, you're a light worker. You're a healer. You really put that good vibe out into the world. And people need that energy. And that's what people admire about you. They find that you really radiate this beautiful, positive, passionate energy about life. People find that, like, it's like, okay, I just heard from Spirit, so random. If you could, like, bottle that essence and give it to others, people would want that. Because they find you to be so energetic and, I believe the word is vivacious, like, just super excited about life, ready to put yourself out there. Beautiful. Queen of Pentacles, you could be an earth sign. Definitely feel like, though, you could be a feminine energy there. And if not, you're someone who dresses fine. You like to wear nice clothes and you like to take care of yourself. You could be someone, too, who tends to wear a lot of long dresses or long coats. Some of you, not for everyone, but just some of you might have your own little personal crown at home. You wore it on your birthday one year, or you've got it just for those super funky nights that you go out with your girls. For others of you, you could be someone who's into cosplay. People really love that about you if you're someone who loves to dress up and try different things like that. People love the fact that you're blonde for some of you. I just noticed we got double blondies on the card there. So for some of you, you naturally have golden blonde hair. People find that to be very alluring about you. It's almost like because of your sunlight personality, sunshine, happy personality, it just like that is why you have the blonde hair. And for some of you, suitors just find that to be your most irresistible qualities. The way that you're blonde and bubbly and happy. And I didn't say ditzy, so no one take it there. There's no ditzy energy here. Just like you're blonde and bubbly and like super happy. So really beautiful. Whoever I'm reading for, I get the vibes that people find you to be very intelligent. They find you to know a lot more in the know than people realize. And then it's like, after having one conversation with you, people are quite in awe. Wow, especially when it comes to lovers. Because they could see you possibly as someone very attractive, giving, right? And then all of a sudden they meet you and you're not only that, it's like beauty and brains. You got the brains too. So a lot of people are like taken back when they meet you, especially when it comes to love connections. A lot of potential suitors in your life, you could find this already to be a trend. When they first meet you, they could seem all like confident and sure of themselves. And then after like a conversation, that goes away. It's because people are really taken back with who you are. You almost leave certain individuals speechless. Like you could be very witty in a sense, very quick to respond in a hilarious but cute manner too when it comes to love relationships. So partners in specific almost feel kind of just like either their ego is shot down or they're like, damn, I don't even know how to reply to that. That's too good. That's how people view you. So if you find you've been single for a minute and when you flirt with people, it just goes real awkward quick, you know, like crickets, that's because you're too witty. People don't know what to say back. And then they just shut down. Some people get real cold. And we got the Ace of Cups there, so you know it. It has to do with lovers. So you intimidate your lovers. And definitely got that vibe, right? Lovers and friends. So you're someone very smart and sexy, and people are like, damn, who dis? All right, let's get a few more cards. I feel like for some of you, you could be as well from like a different part of the world from where you live. People really admire that quality about you. You could be, because we got the multiple languages as well. And if not, you were someone who's supposed to travel. Definitely. I just get the vibe, whoever I'm picking up for, you are someone very cultured, very much so knowledgeable on not only like your day-to-day life, but a lot about the world around you and even before your time. You could be someone who loves history and people find that very admirable as well. But people find it intimidating because it's like you're the fact check. So for some of you, wow, I haven't heard that word in like 10 years, bro. You're the fact check though, literally. So for some of you people, if they need a question answered or they're like, oh, they can't remember who's the actress or actor, they ask you. So this is very specific for some of you, but you could have even been the type that like back in the day, someone was so convinced this person was an actor in a movie and you were like, no, it's this person. And like, you're the type that like, they'd bet you, be like, no, it's this person. And then they bet you and then they lose. So people really admire that about you. You always fact check, you know your shit. You don't just say shit and it doesn't make sense. You're aware of what you're speaking about before it comes out of your mouth. And you're the type of person People know if you aren't aware of what you're talking about or you're unsure, you'll be straight up and say, oh, I'm not sure, or you'll just take a step back and let someone else answer the question. Definitely you are that way when it came to growing up, going to school, college, classes, different stuff like that. People really find that admirable about you. You're only the type to speak up when you know about something. You don't act like a know-it-all. People really admire that about you. Now with this Ace of Cups in reverse, you intimidate whoever it is that you fancy. You intimidate this particular person right now. Could be that energy I was just picking up on, like you being very quick-witted or intelligent or just maybe a little bit more knowledgeable than they could have realized. This person doesn't know how to approach you. This took a quick turn. But I think at the same time they admire it about you. Maybe they've never met someone so on their level, or what they find to be even a similar level. Because I always like to say no one's on the same page, you know? Everyone's got their own different life path and journey and purpose. And when you find people that you get along with or you date and it's a soulmate connection, we are just on very similar vibrations. And that's why you connect. And then when you outgrow those people and you no longer connect with them, it's because you're on way different vibrations by that point. So, wow, that explains it. Thank you, Spirit. For some of you, this is how partners feel about you. That they don't quite measure up, or they don't know if you think they measure up. So, wow, this is what people admire about you, but at the same time, they don't. They think you have a very high standard. Very high standards. Like Emperor or Empress or next. If someone isn't matching your energy, your frequency, and ultimately reciprocating the love that you give, you are someone to turn that person down. People really admire that about you. But with Ace of Cups in reverse, it's like it intimidates lovers. Because especially, in this year, 2022, people, man, half the world be non-committal, looking for open relationships, right? Third-party, sneaky links. And you are someone that people realize they can't have that energy with. People really admire that about you. You might find that you don't always have as many suitors because of that quality, because you have such high standards. But people find that to be really attractive because when you do call in those people, think about it. You only date emperors or empresses or those that are on their way. So really beautiful energy to be in. We've got the King of Wands in reverse. So people find you to be someone who is very passionate, but also like, okay, wow, Spirit. So you have the ability to be a sub, but a dom at the same time. Like you need to switch that role up for a minute real quick with your person. People find that to be very attractive about you. And also not just only when it comes to like intimate partners or anything like that, just when it comes to life. You need to be like the dominating personality in your own life to get shit done. People really see that you have that ability to just do that. So for some of you, you have a very nice balance between your feminine and masculine qualities, regardless of what you are, which gender you are. You have the ability to like, you know, be able to be feminine when needed, and when it comes to the reality of needing to step into having to make tougher decisions or think about yourself and your life, you're able to turn that masculine side more on and make those harsher judgment calls, right? Walk away from people. People really admire that about you. People find you to be really loving though. So you're a very affectionate person when it comes to your love partners. You're really hands-on, giving when it comes to gifts, words of affirmation, and people really admire that about you. You are someone that they can count on when they get their hair done or they get a new outfit. You're the first to compliment. Whether you realize this or not, you're like the person that always notices. People get a new haircut, right? The little stuff, and people love that about you. They could have like 10 other people in their life that day. No one noticed they got a haircut, but they always know you, collective, specifically when you see them, whatever little thing they did to switch up, you're going to give them that compliment. And whether that's family, friends, even coworkers, but mostly your partners. They really appreciate that about you. Wow, so we just had Knight of Swords and the King of Swords as I split the deck. So for some of you, when it comes to work, you really are fair at work. Say you work in a company, you're all about the teamwork, the justice, making sure everyone's on the same page, making sure things are very well communicated. People really admire that quality about you. They also admire the fact that you're able to save money when needed. I'm not sure who that's going to resonate for, but for some of you, you're really good at surviving off of what you have and saving in order to really get ahead. So we've got the Two of Wands. Now it was in the middle. So to me, that's neither up nor down. So I always put it up when that happens. With the Four of Wands in the upright, people find you just to be such a passionate person when it comes to life and the people you care about the most. Wow. So for some of you, people see you as someone who loves to travel. You love to like explore the world. You don't like to be held down in too many places at once. You want to explore. You don't like energies that hold you back from being your true authentic self. With the Star in reverse, you could be an Aquarius or a Cancer here. Seven of Cups. Okay, so others find you to be someone who has so many options that it kind of intimidates them. They feel like, are you honest always? Because people feel like you're so attractive that you have all these options. But ultimately, look at that. You are. It's just people want to make you lots of offers. So nothing wrong with love partners, whoever this resonates for collective. If you have lots of people that bring you offers, let those people on the outside wonder. I mean, frankly, it's none of their business. Love that. You always get the nosy karmics in the reading, eh? So for some of you, okay, thank you, Spirit. You could be someone who really keeps your personal life, your love life in particular, to yourself. And so people love to make assumptions or assume about you. But at the same time, they admire the fact that a lot of you they know have either been celibate or withheld from dating. With the Three of Cups in reverse, a lot of you had to walk away from a third-party situation, and people don't tell you how proud of you they are. I feel like for some of you, this is what you should write about. Maybe this is what Spirit wants you to write about, or people see you as a writer because they thought you would have already written a story or a screenplay based on what happened in your life. For some of you, you've had a really difficult life and you've made it through. Like you could have had a tragedy happen to you when you're under the age of 20 for some of you. And you know it could be like a movie or a book. But I feel like whoever this resonates for, I kept getting the energy earlier that you really keep a lot to yourself. And so people really admire that quality about you. The fact that they know you've overcame so much, but you're still so humble and you don't overshare. Wow. So, a few more qualities to end this reading. People see you as someone that no matter what you do, you are going to be successful because you are not only balanced when it comes to your passions, but also when it comes to your emotions, your finances, and your overall day-to-day life. So they see you as someone who will succeed all on their own. Beautiful. We got the Hierophant. People see you as marriage material. You could also be a Taurus. And if not, that's straight up the wifey husband card. So others that watch you or date you or with you, they see you as long-term commitment. And that's what they admire about you. Loyal, long-term commitment, stable. And for a lot of you, you're your own business owner or someone who's really got it going on. So let's get a couple more angel messages. Thank you so much, everyone who's tuning in. I really hope this is resonating for you today. And for some of you, it's just time to step up into having that believing in yourself, that faith. Meditation will bring you the clarity you need. If you are currently feeling blocked, it says clear your mind and try connecting with your angels. And one more message from Spirit Team here. Beautiful. It says the scales are being balanced. Things are about to be balanced out on a karmic scale. A shift really needs to occur in the energy. So for some of you, if you've been feeling stagnant in any type of way, feeling like you're hearing all these qualities that people admire about you, but they aren't saying it or they aren't showing it, things are about to shift. People are about to really let you know how much they do care about you, how much for some of you, someone in particular sees you as a long-term partner. And for others of you, a lot of people around you in general just weren't really appreciating the energy you gave off, or if they did, they didn't say it enough. So I feel like you're going to have a big shift of a bunch of people coming in to let you know just how awesome you are, collective. And a lot of you, someone wants to come in and let you know that they see you as husband or wife material. Let's get a couple of clarifiers to see what signs that could be that will come in for that. And with the 7 of Cups there, just know that you're going to have options. Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Okay, so it could be a air sign that wants to come in and offer this long-term commitment. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And for others of you, it could be an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Right, any final messages for this reading? Wow, 8 of Pentacles had flipped over. Okay, 3 of Wands fell out. So people most admire the fact that you could be very good at home design as well. Something about your house, the way that you decorate it, the way that you take care of it, it's really clean, organized, and it just looks very aesthetically pleasing. You could have nice things in your house or just be someone that really makes sure that no matter what you have, it looks nice. You could be someone who really is good at those DIY projects. People really admire that about you. One of those Pinterest people that checks everything out on Pinterest and does it themselves. 3 of Wands energy there. So another sign that could be coming in for this long-term commitment is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And these people find you regardless of what sign, just very much so passionate about life and moving forward. Best energy to be in. People see you right now, regardless of whatever struggles you're going through or you're feeling like you're not balanced enough in your life. Everyone else sees you as a warrior on this solo journey, just trying to make their life more stable. And they find you to be very inspiring. So keep going, collective. Whatever you're doing, you're inspiring others and showing them to really follow their dreams, to push through, to believe in themselves first and foremost, and at the end of the day, to lead in the light. That is the one message that was reoccurring in this whole thing. People see you as the sun, never-ending light, that continued happiness. And even if you're going through a difficult time, you keep that to yourself, you keep it on the sidelines, and you always focus on giving back to others. And the last message here with the Page of Swords in reverse, people see you as the never-ending student, even though for some of you, you have a role as a teacher, as someone who guides others. You are never closed off to learning more about anything in life, which is absolutely the way to be. The more we know, the more we don't know. So I'm going to leave that reading there. And I really hope that resonated for you. You have some beautiful qualities about you, collective. Hopefully that could just give you a little bit of a boost to remind yourself that whatever you're working on and whatever you're doing in your life and for those around you, people admire the heck out of it. So keep going, and Spirit's saying put yourself out there more. Don't hold yourself back. Thank you so much, everyone that tuned in. I really hope this was able to resonate for you. And until next time, take care.